My name's Jose Salcedo, and I'll be making a one material Econoble Shoka arrangement. And in this case, I'm going to be using Bird of Paradise. I'm just going to use a couple of flowers and 5 leaves to create this arrangement. So the first thing I'm going to select is my sheen. And so I have a couple of flowers here. I think this one's the right one. Let me see. What I want to do is position it in such a way that from the front it looks its best. So I think here is a good position. And I'm always looking here because it's the flower I'm placing. I'm using my hands at the bottom to feel where the material is actually inserted. Now, in this case, the sheen will have a back helper and a front helper. So this is the sheen back helper. And in this case, the leaves are a lot shorter than the sheen flower. And that's because we want to show off the main characteristics of this material, which in this case is the beautiful, elegant flower. And so now that I have a sheen back helper, let me add a sheen front helper. Okay. So I have the sheen nestled between the 2 leaves, and this is how it typically grows in nature. The flower will come out from between the leaves, and the sheen is in the center. It represents the present. I now want to use a soy flower, or I'm sorry, a leaf. And I'm going to use a leaf that's larger and older than the other leaves. And again, that's partially because the soy represents the past, and you want to show all phases of the material you're using. So you want very young leaves, very old leaves. It shows the character of the material. It shows the beauty of material that is old and maybe past its prime, but yet it has some sense of beauty to it. So now I've added another stem as a tie helper, and now I'm adding the final tie. But before I do, I think what I'm going to do is add another flower as part of the tie. And I'm cutting my material underwater because you get actually a few extra days of freshness out of the flowers when you cut them underwater. And the reason for that is water immediately starts going up the stem. When you cut it in the air will actually block some of the absorption of the water. So I think that finishes the Shoka. Let me just take a final look. And so have a look from the side. Notice how things are inserted almost like a fan. And then from the front, what you'll notice is the tie going slightly off to the right, the soy going off to the left, and everything emerging from a single point. And then as it goes higher, it branches out. So this would be a very typical one material Shoka arrangement. Thank you.